At first, it's euphoric. However, upon digestion, that euphoria wears off. This is the McDonald's effect.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There are a number of movies I've walked out of feeling pretty euphoric about.
How about when Harrison Ford jumped out of that plane and he was shooting back at them as he was falling? What about the underwater escape? Oh, man.
But upon revisiting these movies, either by replaying them in my head or by rewatching them, my positive opinion of them declines.
Give me a break. That made no sense.
Are you watching closely?
No, I wasn't. I was distracted by the spectacle. Explosions, lightsabers, awesome fight scenes, bigger explosions, and lightsabers.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What about the mise-en-scene, Sean?
What?
How did the film look? Was there a noticeable color palette? Or did the set-in suggest something about a character? Sorry, I missed all of that. This Yoda fight scene is amazing.
You make me sad.
Let me give you a personal example of the McDonald's effect. In 2013, Star Trek Into Darkness was one of my most anticipated films of that year. It looked like it was going to be great. And it was. Until I digested it. Overall, the film isn't awful, it just has a few flaws.
Turn around.
Okay, a lot of flaws.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin with the minor problems. There's just been a terrorist attack, and there's a known terrorist at large. It might be a good idea to avoid meeting in rooms with windows, because you're kind of exposed. And 3 scenes later, there's another meeting in front of windows. Also, why is RoboCop the only guy in charge here? Where's this guy? Huh, this set-in looks really familiar. Why bring in backup Spock? Can't the crew of the Enterprise figure out how to defeat Khan on their own? Who? Oh, you mean John Harrison? No!
Khan.
The name Khan in this Trek universe doesn't mean anything up until this scene. Its significance is lost on our characters. Now, however wooden the Jedi Council's reactions may be, the significance of the word Sith is not lost in this scene.
My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord.
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
I do not believe the Sith could have returned without us knowing.
There is clearly some history between the Jedi and the Sith. And unlike Star Trek Into Darkness, there are actual stakes in The Phantom Menace. Kirk dies and is magically brought back to life thanks to a tribble with Khan's blood. And that brings me to the scene in this movie that bugged me the most.
What?
Kirk's death scene. While in the theaters, I remember thinking that this was a nice throwback to Wrath of Khan. However, after viewing the film again, there seems to be something off about this scene. It's not very emotionally impactful. In Wrath of Khan, Spock is the one who sacrifices himself to save the Enterprise. In his death scene, the camera is pulled back as though it were a member of the crew looking on, and Spock and Kirk are always together in the frame. In the remake, the pair are only together in the frame at the very beginning of the scene and at the very end. Their dialogue with each other is played out by cutting from either a tight medium shot or a close-up. We never stay in the moment, we're always cutting away to another shot. When it's played out in a wide, the scene is far more emotionally impactful.
I have been, and always shall be, your friend. Live long and prosper.
Because you're forced to stay in the moment with Kirk and feel his heartache, especially in this shot. I've found that the best movies are the ones that no matter how many times you revisit them, you never tire of them. You always find something new in them and get lost in the experience all over again.